Hello, welcome to my channel on YouTube. Organisten, which simply means the organist. Normally, at the start of the video, I will be saying that all views expressed on this channel are my own views, and not necessarily the views of people or organizations that I'm associated with. But I honestly don't think that's going to be necessary today. I have been making some rather controversial videos where it has been necessary, but now this is a little bit different today because I saw a picture on Facebook which I thought I would comment. I could also perhaps tell you a little bit about the design of this channel and indeed the design of my logo on Facebook, Twitter, and now of course on YouTube. YouTube has just informed me that my unique ID is going to be Organisten. They've taken it from the name of the channel. The channel was started in 2006, 16 years ago, with the name Organisten. Simply means the organist, and it has, as said, no connection to any place I currently am working. I could have just as easily have called it the musician. But I do have a colour scheme on the channel, as you may see, and behind me, I think I'll just tell you about that first. Behind me you can see the Tiergarten in Berlin. Sadly, I'm unlikely to see that anytime soon. That picture would not be the picture that it is. Let me just take myself out of the picture altogether. Let's have a look at it. That picture wouldn't be the picture that it is if the day had been sunny. Had the day been sunny, the sun would immediately have shown up the small yellow and white flowers on the grass. And if the sky had been blue, I don't think that that picture would be quite as striking. As I recall that day, it was the 19th of June 2014. It was drizzly and grey, and it wasn't the best of my holiday there, if you like, in Berlin. But anyway, I took the picture and I didn't really think much about it. And then I came back and thought, wow, that is an absolutely beautiful picture. And the reason I think it is striking is that what you basically have is a variation on a black and white picture, except that instead of going from black to white, you're going from white or black to, you're going everything from white to black through green. And that's basically what you are getting in this picture. If you like, it's a black and white picture with a green tint, but very beautiful. And also, of course, it just fits in nicely with this channel's rather special colour scheme of green, white and black. And that, well, now that is a little cheeky. I pinched it. Now, this is not the original item. This is definitely not the original item. I've got about 3 of these. I saw them in the shop and I thought, oh, I'm having those. I'm having those. And actually, if you look very, very closely, this actually isn't black, but it's to all intents and practices black. I do have the original item, and I say the original item, it must be 43, 44 years old now. Here we are. There we are. That is my school tie from the United Kingdom. One more. There you are. Just to prove I actually do have it, which I have kept as a souvenir. And that school tie was originally the part of the uniform at the former Adwick School, now demolished. And what set me off today was the Vicar of Woodlands. He posted a picture. Yes, indeed. And here we see, if I go onto the net, I put myself into the corner there, a picture of Adwick Lee Street and the church St. Lawrence's. A beautiful little church. And when I was at school, I should say that Adwick School was slam bang in the middle between Woodlands All Saints, which is at one end, and this church, which is at the other end. And on a Friday evening, every Friday evening, I would go in to the choir practice. And in those days, it was a pair of organists, no, a pair of musicians, and they were sisters, Lynn Coleman and Pat Thirlwell. Sadly, they have both passed on now. Lynn Coleman, she played the organ. Pat Thirlwell, she was the choir mistress. And on one evening, Lynn Coleman asked me to sit on the organ and to accompany the choir. And suddenly I thought, well, nobody's singing. And then I just looked in the mirror. And Pat Thirlwell, she was staring. There was no doubt about who was in charge there. It was Pat Thirlwell. She was also a headmistress at a school near Rotherham. But anyway, no, she was staring in the mirror, and I was playing too loudly, and I had to play a little quieter. It was an excellent choir, I recall. But it was quite a nice picture, and it brought a lot of memories back. And it would have looked something like that because, of course, it was in the evening when we went to choir practices there. So that was basically the inspiration for this little video today. I'll get back to making more serious videos tomorrow. But now you know where the colour scheme for this channel comes from, and indeed if you look at the logo, you've probably understood now where the logo comes from as well. It's a derivative work from the old Adwick School logo. It's a combination of the Norwegian raven, or should I say the Viking raven, which simply means that I now live in Norway, and it's a symbol of that. You have a Greek cross, which is a symbol of my faith in Jesus. And you have the defunct school logo in the background. And everything is in the colour scheme, green, white and black. That's this channel, and it's also the logo on Facebook and on Twitter. So, hope to see you on my channel or on Facebook or on Twitter in the nearest future. Have a nice day.